Hello, lovely people. Welcome to Ari Talks About Music. I'm Ari, and today is Record Store Day, which, if you are unaware, is a yearly event that just celebrates the culture of independent record stores. And various different bands and artists will re-release and repress Record Store Day exclusive editions of many of their albums. And as an avid record collector myself, this is, of course, something I like to participate in every year. I was at my local record shop this morning, so I figured I would just show the albums I managed to pick up this year. And of course, anyone will tell you that record collecting is notoriously a very expensive hobby, so I only managed to pick up 4 records today, which still is not a bad takeaway, I don't think. One of which is an album from this year's Record Store Day list. It's an exclusive that was only available to buy today, and the other 3 are just records I picked up in the shop because they're ones I've been meaning to add to my collection for a while. First record I have here is A Tribe Called Quest, The Low End Theory. This was the Record Store Day exclusive on this really nice green and red splatter that obviously just matches the album cover really well. And funnily enough, while I was queuing within the shop, they even played the song Excursions, which is obviously the opening track on this album, so that was quite cool. This is just an album that I'm really happy to finally have in my collection. Obviously one of the absolute pioneering hip-hop groups back in the early 90s, and this is definitely one of, if not their best album in my opinion. And the next album I have here is The Cure with The Head on the Door, which I know was one that they did actually do a Record Store Day exclusive of. This one, it was a picture disc. However, that was much more expensive, and picture discs are generally lower sound quality, so I figured I'd still just get this one because it's cheaper and would probably be better to listen to. And just an album that, once again, very happy to finally have it in my collection. Easily one of my favourite Cure albums, only seconded by Disintegration pretty much, with this album still having some of my absolute all-time favourite Cure songs on it. And next up we have Pixies with Doolittle, easily one of my favourite albums ever. It's easily my favourite Pixies album, and considering how cheap it was only just over £20, I absolutely could not pass up the opportunity to get this one. And even on the Record Store Day list this year, Pixies did have a live album that I was almost tempted to get, but I figured this one, just being so much cheaper and easily their best, like I said, I think the choice was obvious that this is the Pixies album I should be getting. And finally, the last album I picked up is, of course, Tyler the Creator's Igor, which is, of course, just an absolutely fantastic and really emotional concept album that I only really started to get into about a year ago, and I'm very happy to already have it in my collection because it's absolutely already an all-time favourite of mine. And really just everything about this album, from the lyrics to the production, is just fantastic, with it just being such a beautiful and slick sound for pretty much the whole thing. And so overall, I'm really happy with what I managed to pick up for Record Store Day this year. Some all-time favourites and some that I've just been meaning to add to my collection for a long time. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to let me know which records you picked up for Record Store Day this year, and please leave a like if you liked the video, and please leave a dislike if you didn't like the video, and remember to stay hydrated.